The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the Bears don't return after the bye week. Lions noon on Sunday. But Monday Night Football last night, Bengals beat the Jags. Shocking victory. Here's what went down.
Evan McPherson, who will try to end it from 48 yards away. He got it. And this game is over.
It was over. Trevor Lawrence got hurt for the Jags late with an ankle sprain, still waiting on how injured he is. Big situation for the Jaguars. And, you know, for the Bengals to beat them, the Bengals lost Joe Burrow. As Case was talking about, what, 4 or 6 of the AFC starting quarterbacks are all out now?
There's a chance that 6 AFC quarterbacks are out for this upcoming Sunday, which obviously, as we head towards the end of the season, it not only matters in real life with real football teams, but fantasy football teams as well greatly impacted.
Just be honest. You're more curious about your fantasy team. You're more concerned about how much did you buy in? What was the buy-in?
It's $50 per team, and there's 10 teams. So you get a payout for the champion of the league and then most points scored.
So did you
Wait,
pay?
it's $50. Like you have to pay $50 per team, so 50 times 10.
No.
Or
Each
you're
team puts in
saying-
50.
Okay, I'm like, holy crap, Case.
Now, are you a single person, or you have another person on your team?
I play in my dad's company, but my dad, they made him play, and his role is, well, I'll do it, but Case, my son, he has to help me out. So my dad and I share the team, which every once in a while gets tense because he'll text me to do things with the team I don't agree with, but I do it anyways.
Why don't we draft a kicker first?
That was the first year he played fantasy football. He's like, clearly we start with the defense, build a foundation. I go, not quite.
It's not real football.
Patrick Mahomes is who we're looking for.
Oh, guys, can we have Brian Urlacher out of retirement and draft him? Now, you have not paid your dad $25 to be a part of this. I don't believe you.
No,
if you
that's
have.
funny you say that. I don't pay him anything, but I get part of the purse if we win. I got it made.
Worst
I got it
kid.
made. Oh, it's awesome.
You're the worst kind of child.
This is the participation trophy generation you're listening to right now.
You want to hear a crazy stat about the Jaguars?
Sure.
Okay, so they played Monday Night Football last night, right?
Yep.
We talked an hour ago about the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer.
Correct.
You want to know how these intertwine?
I do.
So Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013. Before last night, the last time the Jaguars played a Monday Night Football game, 2011. That sucks if you're a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, they haven't been that great. They had a couple moments, the Blake Bortles era.
That's almost made a Super Bowl.
They should have made a Super Bowl.
Almost beat Tom Brady in an NFC Championship game.
Should have made a Super Bowl that year.
Julio says 10-man league. That's Bush League.
What's Julio got 32 teams? How many teams are in his league?
I don't know, but apparently he's unimpressed by
10
you.
is plenty.
Julio, answer on the text like this. 10 actually is plenty. You don't want really more than that.
No.
Bush.
Kenzie just reached to find a dig from the text line to throw in your face.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, man. Also, stay with Monday Night Football. I love watching the Manning cast on ESPN, too, or ESPN, because it's just Peyton Manning, Kenzie, if you haven't seen this. I know you're going to love this. So
I feel like I'm not.
So the football game is obviously broadcast. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, excellent announcers, best in the business. But you can turn to another channel and watch Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, the brothers, Hall of Famer Mannings, watch the game and talk about it.
And they're in their living room.
Ew.
I want next Monday night. I want you to watch this because then they rip on the game, they rip on players, they have guests come in, and they just goof off like you're a bunch of guys watching or girls watching the game, like your house. But it's Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, and I love it.
But I'm just at my house. Why do I need to watch somebody else be at their house?
Because it's funny and compelling and entertaining.
Is it?
It is.
Huh.
I don't think Kenzie's going to watch.
Do you know how stressful it would be if Kenzie was a TV executive and you had a show that you really wanted to get on TV?
I almost tried to pitch it right there, and she'd be sitting at the end of the desk going, huh.
And I don't even think you did a bad job pitching it. That's the thing. I
Thank you.
understand the concept of it.
Thank you.
It did not win Kenzie over.
Like the guys like Peyton Manning is actually pitching it. He goes, well, I'm watching the game at my house. Why would I watch you watching it at your house? Well, you get great moments. Here's an interesting moment from the quarterback of the Dolphins who was on the Manning cast last night. Tua, I don't want to say his last name. I always screw it up. Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
That's how you say it, Tagovailoa?
That's fun.
Yeah, right?
Tua, I love him. He's amazing, and I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure Julio only has 12 teams, which is it's kind of funny.
Check back with Julio.
He took a picture Which, like, I don't care. I wasn't the one who called 10 teams Bush League. I was just reiterating.
Yeah.
But I think Julio has 12, and he's just like, you suck if you don't have 2 more. And I think that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Julio's also in second place in his league, so I don't want to hear it. I'm in first place in my 10-team league.
You're in first place?
I am.
Well, if there are 2 more, you wouldn't be.
Oh, that's right. All right, so what happened on the Manning cast, Brian?
What were you talking about?
Nice revert of the subject there, Case. Tua was with Peyton and Eli. I knew he was a musician who could sing and stuff like that because he did that when he was at Alabama, and he did it. I've seen him play, and he really has a good voice. But he's playing guitar, and I thought this was a recording. He was playing Eric Clapton's song, Tears in Heaven, and all of a sudden, so they're watching the game, Kenzie. They're in their living rooms, but then Tua is on a Zoom of his own. He's got all his guitars up and starts playing
good.
guitar.
The other guests zoom in?
Yeah,
That's fun.
They zoom in and start playing
Can't
guitar.
even get everyone there in person in the living room?
Oh. So this is Tua playing guitar, quarterback of the Dolphins.
Wow.
On Zoom?
Yep, on TV.
While they're watching a football game.
It's like 4 times removed.
Jump offside. The Bengals jumped offside.
Can I ask, why is he playing the saddest song known to man, Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton?
He ripped on a few things, then he started, I can play this really well, so he started putting the song he could play really good.
That is, do we want to explain to Kenzie what that song's about? It's one of the,
It's
just
very sad.
tragic. It's awful.
I don't want to say because it's very sad.
Which
Okay.
one? Which one?
Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
Tears in Heaven. I've heard that.
I'll just say that his son passed away, and it's a son. I know.
So the Manning cast is super fun. Tua Tagovailoa is going to play a song about Eric
I have to say,
Clapton.
you're not doing a good job
Deceased
selling
child.
this. So you're telling me I have to watch people watch a football game.
Yup.
And then their guests aren't in person, their guests are via Zoom.
Correct.
And their guest is singing a song that's the saddest song ever about a person's son passing away.
All of this is live on ESPN2.
I'm not sold.
You're not going to greenlight this show as the executive?
I don't feel great about it.
Oh, geez.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Twisted Christmas Day week. It starts tonight at the Aragon, and there are some tickets left for the Black Keys. There's a few tickets left. You can go out there for several of the shows, all of them this week. But there's a little patch of tickets left. And remember, as we say, it's the opportunity for front row, no matter when you buy the ticket. Because the Aragon, you just go in there, you get there early enough, and
Equally opportunity tickets.
you can get to the barricade. You can get there very easily and have an incredible time with Local H, Alex Sucks, and the Black Keys tonight, opening night. If you go to our Facebook page and our Instagram right now, Q101, myself and Kenzie modeled the new merch for Twisted.
That you can buy tonight.
It's amazing looking. It's kind of like the ugly sweater vibe thing going on there. It looks so cool. And then I actually am wearing today, in honor of it, Megan tries me to get rid of everything I have, a 2003 Q101 Twisted Christmas long sleeve tee that I saved.
You have like a quarter sleeve. Looks like a baseball shirt on you.
It's the sleeves have shortened up a little bit. I wash everything in cold. I don't dry anything, and
Maybe
it's
you're
still
just
shrinking.
getting bigger.
What am I? I got elephantitis?
Yeah,
Or is that just eating too much?
yeah, like if maybe everything's just getting whiter. so
blame it
it's
on a rare disease.
No, I meant you eat Portillo's, fat ass, not that you.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just did Kenzie's Crimes there, the true crime story about an hour ago. And a new documentary coming out about John Lennon's murder called John Lennon, Murder Without a Trial. It's going to be out on Apple TV. And it comes out actually tomorrow, I believe. You can go see it. So they say actually the last words of John Lennon when he was shot. So tragically shot and murdered, I believe it was 1980, so like 43 years ago.
How is that just coming out? What he said last?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if everybody knew or someone asked. They did more research. And according to Joe Hastings, a concierge in the Dakota building where he lived, he ran out, and he's the one that heard this, and that's what's been revealed in this documentary. It's never been heard before. I mean, you'd think that guy's been telling everybody for 43 years. I remember what happened. John Lennon got shot, and then he said, blank.
What a party story, by the way. If you had the power to just bust out, like that's almost like walking on the moon when Neil Armstrong can sit around and list all these conversations and then he can go, yeah, but I walked on the moon.
Yeah.
I saw John Lennon get shot. It's hard to top that.
It's one-upper's a great thing to be at a party. When you sit,
God, yeah.
And you know what? You sit there and you wait.
Oh, yeah.
You let everybody tell their stories.
Let those stories marinate.
Yes.
Think they've got the best story of the night.
Yup. Then you lay out I was the doorman at John Lennon's building when he got shot. And all right,
I am so the opposite of this conversation.
How so?
Like, I don't want to participate. I'm like, yep, you win. You're awesome. Like, I don't. I'm not
even
like,
if you have a story in your pocket that you want to one up everyone.
I just never feel that way. Like, I hate when we go to something and someone like brings up, they're like, oh, Chicago celebrity. I'm like, don't say things like that. Like, it's not, because it's inaccurate. There's a famous rich people who live here, and I'm not one of them, and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you got to have more fun at parties, Kenzie. Come on.
I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's like, I know what people are thinking, like, you know how people get annoyed at that? How they're like, oh, she thinks she's so important. I don't think I'm important. I don't bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it.
But here's the thing. You just sit back and wait. They start it, you see, and then you crush them
Yeah.
with your
See?
story you have in your pocket. This is how it works, Kenzie. And then you just kind of walk away, drop the mic, and walk away and go get something to eat.
When you go out, conversation should be competition. You shouldn't be listening to other people's stories for the sake of enjoyment. You should be listening to their stories because you have a better story than them.
You guys are
Yeah.
very odd people.
I was just going to say, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Okay, so this guy's held on to this forever, it appears like. And on Apple TV, I don't know if anybody's seen it yet. Like I said, tomorrow, I believe it comes out. And so he said, John Lennon's last words were after he was shot were, I'm shot.
You're pissing me off.
Did Brian didn't do
I
anything
didn't
wrong?
do anything. Be mad.
Yes, he did, Case, and you know it.
Be mad at the doorman.
No, I'm pissed off at you.
Why? What did I do?
That journey for that crap,
What? Now you know. Now you know what he said. He said, I'm shot.
I assumed he had announced that.
Here's the thing, Kinsey, Brian took 2 minutes to tell that story. The documentary is like 90 minutes long, and that's the payoff of it.
Yeah, I saved you.
Oh my
A
God,
lot of
somebody needs
time.
to sue.
Me or the doorman?
Both.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now you know.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 tonight. Q101's Twisted Christmas. We can't wait to see you there.
Hello.
Black Keys, Local H, our local guys, of course, and then Alex Sucks, which is a band that might, a year from now, be headlining.
Can I say something about Alex Sucks?
Absolutely.
I heard unreleased music from them like 2 weeks ago. It blew my mind how good it was. And
Yeah.
I obviously like the stuff that's out, but
Yeah.
they're not
Hot
a
Take
band.
Alex is pretty good.
Yeah, right? They're not a band that's going to go away anytime soon. I am actually very bullish on their future. So get there early tonight for them.
Yeah, doors are at 7. Or
Doors
no,
are at 6,
I'm sorry.
shows at 7.
Yeah, shows at 7.
So get there at 7 for Alex Sucks, and you could be front row like Brian promised.
Absolutely. I guarantee it if you just have a little, gumption in yourself to get up there to the gates.
No one has gumption anymore.
No one wants to work anymore.
I've been saying that for years. No gum.
So I can't wait. We love you guys. We'll see you out there. A couple tickets left. If you want to just join the party late, you can do it very easily. Q101.com has all the info. Let's get to our takeaways from you guys for today's show. Brian and Kenzie. Case, what do you got?
Andrea checked in. She said, Brian can jump on a bouncy house, but probably just alone.
Oh,
Good point.
I could fit one
Gonna
more person
turn
in a
into
bouncy
taco.
house.
Do you think, Kenzie, Brian and I could jump on a bouncy house at the same time?
No.
Balance it out like
I mean,
a seesaw.
for like a few seconds.
God,
Yeah.
that'd be so much fun.
Let's do it.
We should get a bouncy house at Twisted.
Maybe the final night. Gaslight
Yeah.
Anthem, Young the Giant Friday.
I'll be bouncing during Young the Giant.
Boom.
Catch me in the lobby.
Catch me outside.
That's right.
In the bouncy
Where
house.
could they fit a bouncy house? Like in the back?
Well, the whole stairwell going in is deep. I mean, when
Bend
you come
over
in.
and I'll show you.
Oh. Led me right into that.
Well, your explanation was boring. So I was like,
Kenzie, what do you got for takeaways? Who said in something?
Frank's take, his producer, is the official face of Indiana.
Sorry, Indiana.
Look at that.
When you go over the border, you're going to see Case's face. That new picture he's got.
Yeah, not Crossroads of America anymore now. It's just, I think Case is from here.
And finally from Tony, 815, takeaway. Kenzie's son is a GTA mastermind at other people's houses. Kenzie don't give a crap what happens on other people's houses.
Listen, we have rules in our house, but what am I supposed to do about the other houses? I'm not there.
Let him go. Do what he wants. Be a
Spread his
GTA
wings.
mastermind. Fly, Tristan, fly. All right, we'll see you at Q101's Twisted Christmas tonight. Lauren's in next. Miss a moment, miss a lot. Go to the podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast, the Morning Crew podcast, Q101.com, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.